One of the main questions that I get about improvisation is what exactly do I do with my left hand? We see on chord charts the different chords that are listed, and then it leaves it open to interpretation, whatever you feel you want to do in that moment. But if you don't have any direction, it can be really kind of confusing, and nobody answered that question for me ever. So I'm going to show you one of my favorite patterns for the left hand. It makes your hand more like a bass guitar or a rhythm section, and it kind of fills in sound as you are playing. It leaves your right hand free to either do the melody or to do some chords with some different notes to fill it in so that you can vocally sing. So don't be intimidated by asking yourself the same question that I asked myself many times. In future videos, I'm going to show you some different patterns that I really like, but this one is my ultimate favorite. So right now we're going to play in the key of C major, which are all the white notes between C and C. So before you begin improvising, if you wanted to do a scale, get your fingers prepared to play in that particular key. So you don't have to know the proper fingering for the scales at this point, but if you do, go ahead and play the scale for the key of C. Now, for right now, we're going to do our left-handed chords. So we know that in the key of C, we can make chords going all the way up like that. But that becomes a little bit boring after a while, just doing these stacked chords. If you have not, check out my inversion video. That will help you learn different chord patterns and how to form them. But once you're comfortable with different chords on the piano, we want a little bit of variety in our left hand. So I want you to start thinking in octaves. So an octave is 8 notes apart, and it is the same note. So we have a C octave, D octave, E, like that. Okay. It does take a little bit of practice to play an octave with your 5 finger and with your 1 finger, but with a little bit of practice, you'll get it. So once you have an octave down, we have your other 3 fingers here that are available to do other things so that you're not just playing with octaves. So to make a full C chord, it is C, E, G, and then another C on top if we're going to complete the chord. So that's a full C chord. But what I like to do to make a rhythmic section with my left hand is to take out that third altogether, and I really don't use it too much. I just like doing the bottom note, which is the root, the fifth, which is in the middle, and then the octave on top. And what I'll do instead of playing them all together is I'm alternating between them. So I will do bottom, fifth, top, fifth, top. And then you can do it with your pedal, and it can sound like this. And if I ever need to fill time, let's say that I have a C chord and it goes on for 2 measures. This would get also a little boring. Sometimes I'll start at the top and go back down. And then if I really need to fill time, I will add the third in there. But really, all I'm doing is the octave with the fifth in between. So watch this example of how I do the different chords with my left hand pretty much in that pattern. And that becomes like a guitar or a bass in the bottom. So you see how easy that is? One thing I'd like you to be aware of is to make sure that you're not having any tension in this muscle here. Because if you are really spreading your fingers apart to try to get that octave, that can be really difficult on your hands. So make sure that your hands are nice and loose. And if your hands are not separated because you're doing an octave, bring it back to the natural hand position, which is closed. So good luck, practice hard, and let me know how I can help.